Deuteronomy 17:1-20. So again, God make it clear that no one is supposed to sacrifice to him anything without a defect. That is detestable. So yeah, it's detestable to him. And then it talks about how if a man or a woman living is turning away from God, and there's testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses, then they need to be stoned to death, and it's considered an evil, and the Israelites need to purge the evil among themselves. So God is preventing his people from being led astray to worship other gods. And then it talks about the law court, that people cannot show contempt to the judge or to the priest, and that needs, and actually our court kind of follows this too, where like you can be charged if you show contempt for the court, and so it's to set a precedence that people needs to respect the people that God allowed to minister or to have exercise authority over them. And it's also interesting that God at this point, he actually referring to the king. It actually says that he already know that they will say later on to they want a king similar to the nations around them, and so God provides for it. But we know that in Samuel and Saul time, the Israelite requested just this, and it did not please God, because before that time God is their leader and God decides. But instead of accepting God's rule over them, they want to be like other nations. And so God said that when they actually ask for a king, that they are rejecting him. So, but he did provide for that, because I think he knows that these people will want a king. But it also so he provides for it that the king needs to write for himself a scroll, a copy of this law, so that he knows what the law is, and he needs to be reading it all his day, and he needs to not do the things that God doesn't want him to do, like adding more wives or getting more greedy, like accumulating wealth and stuff like that, because that is not how God wants a king to act. But we know that whatever God said, it actually didn't. People did not follow it, and David as well as Solomon, did very many things wrong, accumulating wives, accumulating power, and it's just it wasn't followed. I wish they follow it though.